Blackstone Audio presents The Witch's Hammer by Jane Stanton Hitchcock. This book is read by Carrington MacDuffie. For Arnold Cooper. In much wisdom is much grief, and he that increaseth knowledge increaseth sorrow. Ecclesiastes chapter 1, verse 18. The Malleus Maleficarum, or The Witch's Hammer, is a law book published in 1486. It was accompanied by a papal bull sanctifying it with supreme church authority. For over 200 years, the Malleus held sway over the courts in both Catholic and Protestant Christendom. Solidifying papal power, it was almost as popular as the Bible in its day and served as a basis for the Inquisition. Chapter 1. It came as no surprise to those who knew him that my father, John O'Connell, named me for a character in a book. He called me Beatrice, after Dante's guide in the Divine Comedy. A surgeon by profession, my father loved books. They were the passion that shaped his life. His library of rare books and manuscripts was well known to those in the field. Over the years, he had assiduously cultivated what he called his little garden of knowledge, using expert advice and his own shrewd instincts to form an eclectic but first-rate collection. Even at the beginning of his career, when some purchases were a financial strain on the family, my father could not resist a book that struck his fancy. Unlike most other collectors, who sell their finds or trade them up for rarer, more valuable ones, having bought a book, Dad never let it out of his possession. To him, books were friends. Once acquired, they were his for life. The man most instrumental in helping my father form his collection was Giuseppe Antonelli, a renowned Italian book dealer who sold him some outstanding treasures over the years, including a book of hours illuminated by Del Carico, Nicolaus Jensen's incunabulum of Pliny's Historia Naturalis, printed on vellum, and a complete set of the Divina Commedia, with illustrations, published in 1804 by the master printer Giambattista Bodoni. Dad met Giuseppe Antonelli in Rome in 1964. He liked to recall the day he wandered into a tiny rare bookshop on the Via Monserrato, where a volume of Plutarch's Lives on display in the window caught his eye. He bought the book on the spot and entered into a lengthy discussion with the proprietor, who spoke perfect English with a light Italian accent. Giuseppe and I recognized each other immediately, like Rosicrucians, Dad would say later. We both knew a bookman when we saw.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?